Hello, everyone. I hope that you're well today. Long time no see. I hope that everyone is staying safe and, everyone is doing as well as they can be. Those are my prayers and hopes for you all. Well, I'm going to jump right in. And of course, when we hit the 30-second mark, I kind of just jump in. And, today is September 1st, guys. And today is, we can look at it as a new beginning. We can look at it as a fresh start. That's kind of like my favorite word right there. We can look at it, in any way that we want to look at it. But I just want to talk to you about a few things today. And again, I'm Eukeethia Barnes. I'm actually the owner of Fresh Start Academy and Software Solutions and Fresh Start Business Service. So, I have a few things to just talk about, and then we're actually going to be on our way. But, drop in and tell me hello because I miss you all. Just drop a hello or drop some sort of emoji, a couple of numbers or something. Just let me know you're here with me. But just to jump right in, okay? So, of course, we're in a new month and everyone are saying new goals, new this, new that. I get it. I'm all here for it. I just want to just talk to you about, we're going to start with number one, okay? Coaching versus babysitting. For one thing, I want you to understand that, I see a lot of people, they come to me and they actually say, hey, I just want to actually schedule a quick conference call with you and get this information. I never mind giving information, but I want you guys to understand, I have invested in myself. I continuously invest in myself, and I want you to do the same because you're going to notice a level of experience and expertise that you gain from that, okay? So with that being said, yes, you can actually go buy, you can go out to eat every day. You can actually go on trips every day. But I want you to look at that the same way as you look at coaching, okay? I want coaching to be looked at as if it's a necessity as well. And I want you to understand the difference between coaching and babysitting. There is a big difference. Yes, I can be your coach. I can actually guide you. I can guide you towards the goals in which you're destined to, that you're wanting. I can guide you into the destination and that you want to go into, or towards that direction. However, I cannot and I will not babysit you, meaning that I won't hold your hand. I would not do that, because at that point, if you actually need, it's a difference between coaching and a babysitter. And you need a babysitter, and I'm not that. I don't have time to do that, but I can give you the recipes in which you actually need to make it to your next destination, or in which you need to level up. But I need for you guys to come ready and prepared to work. All right, if you're not ready, and if you're not ready to work and prepared to work, there's no reason for you to invest in coaching. And I want to be completely honest with you, and I want everyone to understand that as well. I want people to really grasp where I'm coming from. It's not just with me. Don't invest in coaching with anyone if you're not ready to do the work. I want you to come in ready to do the work and ready to go to another level, because you don't understand, like, once you actually put your all into that, once you start putting everything that you have into it, you're going to see some things happen that you never thought could happen. All right. And you do need coaches in order to get there. But at the same time, you have to bring your muscle as well. You have to bring your determination. Now, okay, I'm off my soap opera. And I hope you guys are listening. I hope you guys are here with me. We're going to go right into the next thing, because I know that you guys have things to do and I don't want to hold you that long. So my next thing, I want you to actually have financial goals. I am a financial company. Financial goals are extremely important. So when I say financial goal, I'm actually speaking towards the entrepreneur aspect, okay? Most entrepreneurs don't necessarily have a financial goal set in place. So if you don't necessarily have a financial goal set into place, how do you actually know what you want, what you can actually do, how you're going to get there? You don't have a roadmap. So for instance, most people actually just think, okay, I'm actually going to just pay all of my bills, have money left over, extra here, extra there. That's not how it works, okay? That is not how it works. So what we have to do, for one thing, we have to understand what should our income for the year be. We have to understand, or what should our income for the month be. And we can break it down as small as we want to, but we need to have those goals and those expectations set in place. So with that being said, once we have that one goal in place, we can then say we want to triple, we want to quadruple our goals, or we actually want to, go up or down from where we are. But we have to have some kind of foundation. All right. So now that you know the goal, or now that you know the numbers, you can actually break down the goal or the number in different terms. Okay. So for instance, I'm going to use 40,000 as my goal. I'm going to say my goals for the next 60 or 90 days is 40,000. And now I want you to start looking at your numbers differently. This is how you have to actually break yourself down. You have to look at your numbers differently, okay? So 40,000 is our goal. So we're going to say 40,000. So that means that I need to make $1,000 from 40 different people over the next 90 days. Or that means that I need to make $500 from 80 people to equal 40,000 over the next 90 days. Or I need to make $250 from 160 people to equal 40,000 over the next 90 days. See what happens when you break these things down? There are a lot of gems that I actually have that I picked up along the way, and that's one of them. We look at things as a whole sometimes, and when we look at them as a whole, sometimes in school they actually tell our children, or they tell us, that we have to teach our children utilizing the chunking method. So the chunking method could also be utilized with us as adults as well, and entrepreneurs, because we need to chunk our numbers. We need to be given our numbers at a smaller piece or in smaller entities, so that we can actually grasp them. Because if you tell me, I got to pay $40,000 in 90 days, it's going to seem, if you tell somebody that, it's going to seem like a whole lot. But if you just listen to how I just broke it down for you, now you're probably sitting there like, oh, I can do that. I can do that. So as entrepreneurs, we have to actually learn how to break things down. We have to learn how to allocate our money towards different things as well. That's for another day at another time. But the reason I want to talk to you about that is because once we actually determine how much money we're going to make, okay, so we know we have our bills here, and then you actually have to determine how much money you're actually going to pay yourself. How much money you're going to take from the business. Okay, so if you're an LLC, of course, it's going to be called an owner's draw. If you're an S Corp, of course, you can actually pay yourself. It just depends on, if you're a corporation, it just depends on how your entity is set up. All right, so with that being said, once we determine all of that, we also have to understand that we have to reinvest back into our business. Now, sometimes that can mean coaching. Sometimes that could actually mean hiring staff. Sometimes that means marketing. Sometimes that means actually products. Sometimes it means so many different things. It just depends on what your line of work is. So do not put your needs over the entrepreneurship needs or the business needs, because if so, you're going to actually find yourself out of business very quickly. Okay, I want to be very clear with you, because you have to understand that this business right here is not something that you actually, or any business per se, is not something that you just get into and say, oh, I actually was able to make this amount of money. Well, what are you going to do with that amount of money? What I've talked to so many people, I have so many people in whom I look up to and who mentors me or whom I read a lot. And basically what I want to be able to do is actually live off of 70% of my earnings, not of the business earnings, but of my earnings. I want to be able to invest 30% of the earnings into something, basically either save the money. I wouldn't advise you to just save. I would advise you to actually invest so that you can continue to make money in your sleep. Basically you can do that in several different ways. You guys have been seeing the Apple and Tesla stocks, and you guys are just getting into it. Well, thank God I already had stock in that, but a lot of people don't necessarily know about stocks. So if you want to actually learn in ways to actually invest into stocks, that's a good thing. Okay. If you actually want to learn ways to actually invest, Garrett, I see you. Yes, please, let's get together for lunch. I love to eat. I wish you was still doing that barbecue, but we'll talk about that later. But if you actually want to learn how to invest as far as real estate, see, those are appreciating assets. So you want to make sure that you actually get things that are going to continuously make you money, okay? Not depreciating assets. Those are really important topics, and we really have to start educating one another so that we know exactly what's going on here. We have to start making sure we understand how to actually invest our money and actually to gain more capital. I can't even talk today, guys. I'm sorry. So with that being said, once we actually get to those methods, and I just gave you so many gems, you know, I'm actually dropping some stuff here today. I'm just going right through it. I'm just flowing right through it because I want you guys to succeed. There are a lot of times that we actually go. Let me tell you something. I have an awesome ebook coming out very soon, okay? And I can't wait for you guys to see it because right now we're going through a very difficult time. Everyone, just period. I don't care if you're just a person. People are going through very difficult times right now. So imagine those difficult times and being an entrepreneur and, you know, having to juggle all of these things at one time. I mean, it's a lot. So I want you guys to understand that yes, you can do it. Yes, we can survive. Yes, we are going to survive through this. We have to actually sometimes change our mindsets though, okay? And so right now I want us to change our mindsets. Let's get our credit right. Let's get our money right. Let's get our money and capital. Let's get it right. Let's connect with some people. Let me tell you something. Relationships are extremely important. Relationships. Building and maintaining those relationships are really important. You know, don't burn bridges. Stop doing that. Stop doing bad business. You know, I've had some people to do bad business with me, and my coach said, I'm not gonna tell you exactly what he said, but he just said, let it go. And guess what I did? I let it go. That's not my fight. That's not my fight. You cross me, you do me wrong, you take money. It's okay. It's not my fight. The thing is that we have to stay focused. So there are so many things out here to take our attention away from what is necessary or what we need to be focused on that if we're not careful, we'll veer to the left or veer to the right. And that's not what we need to be doing right now. We actually need to be here. We need to actually make sure that we hit our financial goals. We need to make sure that we're actually investing into ourselves. We need to make sure we're investing into our mental health. Important, huh? Invest into your mental health. It's extremely important. And I don't care who doesn't like that. That is extremely important. Invest into your mental health. Make sure you're actually taking in as much information as you can get in. Make sure you're listening to the right people because you can take in a lot of information. You know, just because you're taking in information doesn't necessarily mean it's the right information or it's from the right people, because I see a lot of people preying on others just to make their pockets fatter. Well, don't get me wrong. When I tell you that doesn't mean that I don't not need money to actually survive. I do need money to take care of my family and to actually make sure that we actually live as well. However, if you know me and you work with me, you know how much I pour into what I do. It is way beyond the money to me. As I've heard my coach say and very other influential people say, you can't pay me enough money for my time. My time is I'm telling you, you can't even put a price tag on it. So basically, I'm going to stop right there. I think I've given you enough today. I just wanted to come on here and actually encourage you about pointing to yourself, like I said, and get your financial goals in order. You know, chunk it up. Understand what you actually need in order to get where you're going, okay? Don't think of it as a huge chunk. Just set your goals and know that you'll get there. You have to believe in yourself before anyone else will. Make sure that we're doing everything we can in order to actually stay on top of our game, okay? If that means that you're continuously pouring into yourself, if that means that you're actually, you know, I'm actually constantly putting out different things because the height of tax season is right around the corner. And so with that being said, yes, if you want to be a tax professional, please let me know. If you want to actually start your credit business, please let me know. I actually just released something on business credit. We have all sorts of things going on over here, and it's because we are a financial company. We're a financial literacy, a financial educational company, okay? It's not just about taking your money. It's also about showing you how to make more money and to leverage your money, okay? So, all right, I'm done for today. I really miss you all, and don't worry, I'll be on here more than often. We're more so now. Of course, we're actually going into our season, the height of our season, but I'm really excited. And I hope to see a lot of you join onto our team. I hope to connect with a lot of you. If you guys need services, we're still doing taxes, bookkeeping, payroll, credit education. We're doing it all. Just let us know how we can be of service to you. And again, I'm Eukeethia Barnes, the owner of Fresh Start Academy and Software Solution and Fresh Start Business Services. And I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you soon. Thank you and have a great day.